What up, CUCKS? It's your boy the Hater, in this piece, and we're gonna do our annual tradition, Royal Rumble preview. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. As usual, I'm not very excited about the Royal Rumble, which used to be my favorite thing ever. But I will say, I am more excited this year than I have been in the last few years because it seems like there's a few possibilities as to what could happen, and of course, because the Royal Rumble is going to determine who main events, presumably WrestleMania 40, which is a big WrestleMania for obvious reasons, right? Now, the matches that they've announced, there's like 4 matches. So who in the blue hell cares, right? I don't know who's going to be in the Royal Rumble match. We're going to go over that today, of course, but not much hype around this. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's like, what are we going to be watching here, cuckolds? So first up, we've got Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. I see no scenario in which Cucky Owens beats Logan Paul, right? I could see Logan Paul winning by some sort of interference as usual, but he's going to take this title to WrestleMania and someone can make a moment out of this, maybe LA Knight or something, by beating him at WrestleMania. So that's where I kind of see this happening, right? It is what it is, but I think it's going to be a decent match. I mean, all things considered, right? It's a Royal Rumble match. A Royal Rumble pay-per-view singles match. So, obviously the focus isn't on that, but what are you going to do, right? Then we've got the main event, which probably won't close the show, but it could. You never know, right? Roman Reigns versus Orton versus Styles versus LA Knight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously Roman Reigns is going to win, but how much of a twist would it be if he didn't? But anyways, it's neither here nor there. Obviously, Roman Reigns is going to win, and there's no point in even having this match, right? It's just like a complete waste of time. He's going to win. Nobody cares at all. And with all that being said, this match is actually a huge negative because it takes away Randy Orton, Styles, and LA Knight from, contention in the Royal Rumble. Like, yeah, they could theoretically still be there and win. They definitely should still be there. But it's like unlikely, right? If you're being featured in something else, chances are you're not going to be featured in something else and then also win the Royal Rumble. Otherwise, they wouldn't put you in this match, right? So, like, if, let's just say Randy Orton was going to win the Royal Rumble, just have the match be a triple threat without Randy Orton and he can just win the Rumble, right? Like, what would be the point of putting him in this match, right? So that takes away 3 favorites. Like not favorites, but 3 guys that could be the last 3, right? So it is what it is. We're going to tolerate that. Then we've got the women's Royal Rumble match. Because there's like 10 women wrestling in this company, about 4 women have declared. Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, and Bayley. Now, a lot of people are saying Sasha Banks is going to come back and win. I just don't see it. I think Jade Cargill is going to win. She's going to probably debut at the Rumble. If she doesn't, that's just a mistake. The only other thing that I would tolerate is like Jade Cargill just debuts at WrestleMania and becomes champion. That's the only other correct way to book her. So if Jade Cargill's in this match, I just don't see someone like Sasha Banks winning. People are saying like Naomi might come back. Like, who gives a crap? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope neither of them. I hope I never see Naomi or Sasha Banks ever again. You know what I'm saying? I could give a shit if they retire and go right off into the sunset. I don't care at all. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. That's what people are saying, Cucks, so that's what I'm relaying to you. Then we've got the men's Royal Rumble. So far, the people that have declared, there's 2 possible winners and 5 people or 6 people that have basically no chance. So we've got Damian Priest. I don't know why he's competing for this. This is just really stupid. Kayfabe-wise, it makes no sense. He has the money in the bank. He can just inject himself into the main event of WrestleMania, which is actually an interesting thing, right? Because WrestleMania is such a big deal. So it's like you would think that every time someone wins the money in the bank, they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to use it at WrestleMania. Axiomatically, I'm going to go for a WrestleMania, right? Why the hell would I use it on a throwaway backlash, right? When I can put my name in the history books and use it at WrestleMania. Win or lose, I main event at WrestleMania, right? That's what they could say, but they won't be saying that, so there you have it, right? Damian Priest is not going to win. He might win the title. He might cash in at some point, but I don't think he's going to cash in against Roman Reigns. He might cash in against Rollins, That's probably what's going to happen. Ideally, what I would want to happen, I'll talk about that WrestleMania season, Cucks. Kofi Kingston has announced he's not going to win. Gunther has announced he's not going to win. Drew McIntyre has announced he's not going to win. Lashley has announced He's not going to win either, Cucks. Nakamura has basically a zero chance. I'm pretty sure at this point, even Kofi Kingston has a better chance than Nakamura at winning the Royal Rumble. It's just a shame, but it is what it is. Then we've got CM Punk and CUCKS. These are the two that obviously have the highest chance of winning. Obviously, there's also a possibility that The Rock comes back and wins it. I just don't really see that happening. A lot of people are saying it's like a done deal. I just don't see it happening. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we'd have heard something. There'd be like actual stirrings, maybe even a confirmation, because it doesn't really make sense not to announce The Rock. Now, the pop would be insane, right? And, when Otis comes out at number 30, people are going to be disappointed that it's not The Rock if he doesn't show up at all, right? But at the end of the day, it's like you want people to watch, and The Rock being there just adds another element. You could make an argument that The Rock's going to win. You can make the argument that CUCKS is going to win. You can make the argument that CM CUCK is going to win as well. So we'll see. But in my opinion, I can't shake the feeling that it's going to be Cody Rhodes, right? If it's not going to be The Rock, who else is going to challenge Roman Reigns, right? That's why I almost feel like it needs to be The Rock, right? Cody Rhodes announced for the Rumble first. He's the one that people automatically, after WrestleMania last year, they're like, well, Cody can win the Rumble again. So it's kind of already in there. I think it's a horrible idea. But CM Punk, I just don't see this happening because I don't see CM Punk being in the main event against Roman Reigns. But it could happen, right? There's a story there. You got Paul Heyman. Maybe Paul Heyman turns on Roman. Who knows, right? There's a lot of things that could happen there, right? And, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes also have history. So it's like Cody Rhodes can go finish the story for the jobber title, right? And that's kind of the idea, right? The idea is, it seems to me that CM Punk and Cody Rhodes are going to be the two main eventers. But because WrestleMania has two main events now, one of them really is the only one that counts. Whoever wrestles Roman Reigns is in the main event. The other one is a mid-card jobber nobody, right? I don't even care if it's Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Like, I don't even care if Gunther wins the Royal Rumble or has a good showing and goes after Seth Rollins. Like, I don't care. The point is, whoever wins must axiomatically go after Roman Reigns. There's no way around it, right? Why would anyone want to go after the jobber champion, right? That'd be like, remember those times when, like, The Undertaker won the Royal Rumble and, like, he would show up at every show threatening the champion? Like, he would show up and threaten Edge. He would show up and threaten, I don't know, Cena, whoever the hell the champion was then. And then he, showed up in ECW threatening, Lashley. It's like, he's not going to go after the ECW title. This is The Undertaker, you know what I'm saying? Like it would be like someone going after the NXT title. Like, Charlotte Flair, I think, won the Royal Rumble and went after the NXT title or something, right? Isn't that what happened? Like, she went after, something, or maybe that wasn't because she won the Royal Rumble. But the point is, she went after, a BS title. It's like, nobody would ever do that. You can become the NXT champion by winning, some throwaway battle royal in NXT, right? Why would you, waste your... That's the thing. Why would you waste your Royal Rumble thing to do that? It's like when Austin Theory cashed in on the U.S. title. It's like, what the hell is that all about? That doesn't make any sense. Are you retarded? Do you not realize that you can cash this in for a world title? So whatever, it is what it is. The Royal Rumble, I'm not very excited about it. I like Royal Rumbles when there's several people that have a chance at winning, and I believe that in this Royal Rumble, there are almost no people that have a chance at winning, and quite frankly, I mean, of course, Cody can finish the story. CM Punk can certainly, beat Roman Reigns at the Rumble, at WrestleMania, but quite honestly, I think the bigger question already is, irrespective of who wins the Royal Rumble, will Roman Reigns continue his title reign? I could see this happening. Last WrestleMania that nobody saw it happening. I could see it happening for another year. It's WrestleMania 40, and a lot of people are like, well, WrestleMania 40, it would be a good time to push somebody. I agree, it would be. But it would also be a good time to put another feather in the cap of Roman Reigns, of saying oh, he also won the main event at WrestleMania 40. At that point, Roman Reigns is the GOAT. I know it's all kayfabe, but at that point, he is that dude, right? So they could be doing that. I don't know. Maybe they can hold it over his head and be like, hey, man, sign a 5-year contract extension. He's relatively young. He's 38, 39. So he can go for another 10 years if he wanted to, right? And it's let's be real. If he's going to go into Hollywood, he can easily go at 45. He can easily even go at 50 like Batista did, right? That's not going to change anything, right? It's not like Roman Reigns is like Ryan Gosling. He's never going to be in Hollywood because he's a good actor. He's going to be there because he looks like a badass, right? So it is what it is. We'll see how that goes. But the truth is, cuckolds, that I think it doesn't really matter who wins. I hope that they throw us a curveball. At this point, honestly, if Gunther wins, I'd be happier for Gunther than I would be for, even though Gunther sucks, I'd be happier for him than I would be for, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, which, I mean, I don't think they deserve it at all. I'm not saying Gunther does, but he deserves it more than them. He at least wrestles here and there. So, that being said, Cucks, let's look forward to it. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to win? I mean, I don't know. I'm actually kind of torn, so we'll see. Might be The Rock, right? We'll see. Cucks.